Welcome back. We're in our Metro Mix kitchen where each week we bring in a new restaurant so they can give us a sneak peek at how they prepare some of our favorite dishes. And today I'm delighted to have the executive chef Dan Grunwald from NoRTH Restaurant in Cherry Creek with us. Dan, this smells so good.
Thank you.
What are we making?
We're gonna braise some short ribs, a little dish we called short rib ossobuco at NoRTH. Basically, we take Angus beef, short ribs, boneless.
Okay.
Give me a little olive oil.
All right.
I'm gonna season these up, salt and pepper in there. A couple tablespoons.
All right.
A little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, short ribs, what are short ribs exactly? How are they different from, say, regular ribs?
It's just the meat that's around the area. It's not necessarily the meat that's inside the bone, it's the meat next to the bone.
Okay. Now, Dan, you told me before we got started, you kind of came to cooking in a roundabout way. Engineering first, is that right?
Yes.
You were an engineering major? Decided
Sort
it
of,
wasn't
yeah.
for you.
I didn't make it very far because cooking kind of took over, but that's what the initial plan was.
And so cooking seems to be a much better fit for you.
Yeah, it's a little more fun. I like playing with fire knives.
Fire knives.
Fire knives.
Did you bring any fire knives today?
I have a knife. No fire though. So we got a little bit of color on there. Let me flip them over, do it again on the next side.
And this is just a very hearty kind of comfort food, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is just
it's not really necessarily the best probably summer dish, but braised meat's always good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this would typically take hours to cook.
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Right. So as this gets going, what do we need to do next here?
So then we have vegetables. It's called mirepoix, carrots, onions, and celery. We have that stuff all ready to go. We'll pull these out. You know, we'd look a little more color, but they'll be good.
Yeah.
So we add in the vegetables, and then we're just going to sweat those down. And after we sweat them a little bit.
I want to know what this wine's for. Is this for us to drink, or is this for
that's
the dish?
That's for glazing.
For glazing, okay.
Deglazing, yeah. So then we add tomato paste, and we're going to look to caramelize all this too. We want that to turn kind of, you know, brown and happy.
Now you're from North Dakota,
yes.
So this is probably kind of something similar to what, you know, meat and potatoes.
Yeah, my mom would make
probably
something
grew
like
up
this
on.
all the time. Put it in the crock pot and let it go for hours.
At North, though, you guys describe your cuisine as, is it modern Italian?
Modern Italian, yeah.
And what does that entail? What other kind of dishes are you guys cranking out over there?
You know, we do all sorts of different pasta dishes, like really nice shrimp fettuccine. We do like a not so typical chicken lasagna. It's not your layered with red sauce. It's kind of more like lighter, fresh, not a heavy lasagna. We got fabulous thin crust pizzas. We got lots of stuff. We do nice chicken parmesan.
Now, I'm going to get this plated up here so people can see the finished product.
Of course, red wine.
Yes, lots of it.
Beef
that was
back
about
in the
what,
pot.
like a cup? About a cup of
Yeah,
red
just
wine?
to cover the meat.
Right.
And then we'd set that off for hours.
Hours and hours.
Hours and hours.
For all that goodness.
And then this is white corn polenta.
And you told me this is essentially like grits. It's
Yeah.
a fancy, polenta is a fancy name for grits, right? Which is what I grew up on and love.
So then we got the polenta. We take a little bit of this braised beef.
Oh, yum.
It just falls apart, so you gotta be careful. You know, a little sauce.
And this is the short rib
Ossobuco.
ossobuco. What does ossobuco mean?
Ossobuco is usually a shank, but to us it's kind of just a cooking method of braising meat.
Look at that, that's gorgeous.
And then we just top it with a little roasted vegetables. Here we got caramelized onions, rapini, and some carrots.
Wonderful. All right, we have to get out of here. I can't wait to dig into this. All right, this looks fantastic. I can't wait to dig in. You know what, NoRTH is open for lunch and dinner. They're in the heart of North Cherry Creek, and they have a fantastic happy hour. For directions or to make reservations, go to metromix.com.